Hey guys, so I own the Garmin UHD Echomap 92 SV, and because I have the 92 version, it didn't come with the Lakeview inland maps, which is kind of a bummer. But let's say you did have the Lakeview maps on your Garmin Echomap because you purchased the 93 version. You will get the main lakes, but the smaller lakes that you may like to fish are unmapped. But you're in luck because of this feature called Garmin Quick Draw Contours Mapping. You see, the Garmin Quick Draw Contours Mapping features you to instantly create maps with contours and depth labels for any body of water. So if you've got a bunch of smaller lakes and ponds that are not mapped, give yourself a competitive advantage and map those lakes and ponds. Now, you can view the Garmin Quick Draw contours in a combination screen or in a single view on the map. But keep in mind, before you use the Garmin Quick Draw contours feature, you must have a few things. You gotta have a sonar depth, right? I'm not plugged in right now because I moved it over here to do the video, but you gotta be plugged into sonar. You gotta have your GPS position, which I'm showing green right now, so I'm good to go. And a memory card with free space. Right here is where you put that memory card. Now, make sure you get a class 10 card. It will say so on the micro USB card. It will simply have a faster transfer rate for you. I know I have much bigger cards, but when I put them in, this does not even recognize it. My particular unit's got to be a 32 gigabyte card on this device, which cost me like 10 bucks, so not a big deal. Now, the amount of saved data you can have depends on the size of memory card you have, of course, your sonar source, and the speed of your boat as you record the data. So you can record longer when you use a single beam sonar. And it's estimated that you might be able to record around 1,500 hours of data on a 2 gigabyte memory card. Now, one last thing, before you record data on a memory card in your chart plotter, the new data is added to your existing Garmin Quick Draw Contours map, and it's saved on the memory card. When you insert the new memory card, the existing data does not transfer onto that new card. So it's writing to your card, not your chart plotter. So this is how you find it. Set over to one of your charts. Let's go to fishing chart right here and hit menu. And let's go to quick draw contours, hit that, and then you can start recording. Now, when I start recording, it's simply going to tell me I don't have my sonar plugged in, which is correct. Now, if I was all plugged in and had my sonar going, you would see this right here. So when the Garmin Quick Draw Contours records data, a colored circle surrounds your vessel, right? And the circle represents the approximate area of the map that is being scanned by each pass. 3 different colors that circle will be. There either be a green circle, which indicates good depth and a GPS position and a speed under 10 miles an hour. A yellow circle, right? This is going to indicate good depth, a GPS position, and a speed between 10 to 20 miles an hour, and a red circle. This is going to indicate poor depth, poor GPS position, and a speed above 20 miles an hour. So essentially what Garmin is telling you is that you need to be under 10 miles an hour to get a solid mapping. All right, there's a few more things I want to share with you when it comes to the settings that'd be important to know. So let's hit your charts, fishing chart, menu, quick draw contours, and settings. So I want to explain what these are. First, let's talk about the recording offset. So the recording offset sets the distance between the sonar depth and the contour recording depth. So if the water levels change since your last recording, adjust the settings so the recording depth is the same for both recordings. So for example, if the last time you recorded had a sonar depth of 10.5 feet and today's sonar depth is 12 feet, you're going to want to enter negative 1.5 feet. So let's do that recording. Negative 1. Nope. Let's go back. 1.5. There you go. And you hit done. And that would do the recording offset value. Next, I want to share with you is a user display offset. This guy right here. So this one sets the difference in contour depths and depth labels on your own contours maps to compensate for the changes in the water level, the body of water you're fishing. All right, next we have the comms display offset. This one's different because this one sets the difference in contour depth and depth labels on the community contour maps to compensate for changes in the water level on the body of water you're fishing or for depth errors on the recorded map. All right, next we have survey coloring. Kind of goes on or off. So survey coloring sets the color of the Garmin Quick Draw Contours display. And when this setting is turned on, the colors indicate the quality of the recording. So when this setting's turned off, the contour areas use the standard map colors. Green indicates good depth, like we talked about. Yellow, good, but a speed between 10 and 20. Red, poor, and a speed above 20. And the last thing I want to share with you guys, this one's pretty sweet. This is the depth shading, right? So you want to go to menu, layers, water, turn on depth shading, then it'll give you the option to go in here and you can actually set the depth, right? The minimum and maximum depths of a depth range and a color for that depth range. So pretty awesome. If you're in shallower water, you might want to drop this down to 2 feet. If you're deeper water, you can adjust this to however you like it. Now, before you start mapping though, you may want to check out the Garmin Quick Draw community. It's free, it's public, it's online, and it enables you to download maps other users may have created. So you can share your Garmin Quick Draw contours maps with others as well. So before you take the next season mapping out your lake, I would check there first. You may be in luck. Now, if your device has Wi-Fi technology, you can use the Active Captain app to access the Garmin Quick Draw community, which is what I use, but keep in mind, you need to format the card. And so I would do this first. I went and go out and map lakes because it's gonna ask you to format and it will delete all of that data. Also, pro tip, it's a really good idea just to get the Active Captain anyways, because it's going to automatically execute all your software updates. Now, if you're just trying to figure out your new Garmin Echomap, I got you covered. Garmin Echomap Beginner's Guide tutorial. Do these 8 things first. Thanks guys for watching. See ya.